the song that saved him. In the heart of rural Uganda, in a village named Karinga, stood a modest church with a rusted tin roof and walls built from red earth bricks. It wasn't grand, but it stood tall at the village's center, a symbol of hope, warmth, and faith. The villagers called it the Church of Life. Not far from the church lived a young man named Daudi. He was known once for his bright eyes and clever mind, but as life grew harsher, his spirit dimmed. After losing both parents in a tragic road accident, Daudi dropped out of school and wandered through the village with his head low. He struggled to find work, and with no one to turn to, he began to feel like his life had no meaning. Quietly, he slipped into a deep depression. One evening, Daudi walked to the edge of the forest with the intention of ending his life. The pain inside him had become too heavy to carry. But as he passed by the church, he heard voices, not just words, but melodies. The church choir was practicing. Their voices, layered in harmony, spilled through the windows like a river of light. One voice, clear and strong, sang, "All the bad days will pass, for God wishes you greater things." Something in Daudi stirred. He stopped. He stood in the dark, listening. Tears welled up in his eyes, not from sadness, but from something he hadn't felt in a long time: hope. The next day, he returned to the church, hesitant and unsure. He sat at the back during Sunday's service. After the sermon, the choir leader, Mama Naki, a large-hearted woman with a powerful voice, approached him. "I saw you yesterday," she said softly. "Come join us next time. Even if you don't sing, just come." And so he did. At first, Daudi only listened, but gradually, he started humming along. One day, Mama Naki handed him a hymnal and encouraged him to try. His voice was shaky at first, but there was beauty in it. Within months, he was leading solos. His confidence grew. He made friends. He found laughter again. With the help of the church, Daudi was able to return to school through a community scholarship. He later trained as a teacher, coming back to serve his village, teaching children with a joy that came from his own journey through darkness. Years passed. The once frustrated young man became a pillar of hope for others. Every Sunday, he still sang in the church choir, his voice now strong and full of soul. He often shared his story with other youths who felt lost, reminding them that life could be renewed just like his had been. And every time he sang that same song that first stopped him on the edge of despair, he smiled. He never forgot the little church that gave him back his life.